You actually jump to doing something new rather than fixing something. And that's the very thing that's pretty much keeping you guys stuck across the board. Like, it's a common theme. I don't think any one of you can tell me exactly where your money comes from which channel, from which type of person. And so what I'm seeing is, because you guys don't know that, you jump to something new, which then causes you to essentially starve the very thing that was working for you already. I think the reason why we do this, and you guys can tell me if you resonate with this, but whenever we start something new, there's always an initial excitement when we do it, right? When we start something new, it feels good, it feels easy, we can get things working, we can have ideas, we can brainstorm, and all that stuff's quite fun. And then we put it out into the real world, right? And then that's when things kind of get boring, and then we stay in that cycle of just thinking about something, launching it, trying for it for a bit, jumping into something new. So what I want you guys to do is, as an exercise, I want you to look at all the clients that you've closed in the last 12 months, every new client that came in, and I want you to actually figure out, where did that person find you from? What marketing material did they go through that got them to book a call? Then actually, on that sales call, what's the reason why they bought? If you can't pull that data, there you already have a gap that you need to fix, okay? And if you can pull that data, spend some time pulling it, because it's going to be very eye-opening to you, right? So the lack of attribution with regards to what's actually getting people to find you, to convert, to then buy. Those are the three major data points that I'd look at. I think we can overwhelm ourselves in data and try and look at too much, but those are the three that I personally pay attention to. Obviously then, so I always think about this as like the analogy I'm using for you guys that I want you to just think through, so that when times do get challenging, you maybe don't jump to the next idea. It's kind of weight loss, right? It's a simple analogy, but it's so easy for someone that's trying to lose weight to buy the next thing. Go to the gym for an excessively long period of months, train the right way, which is really, really boring training, because it's pretty much the same every time, just adding a bit more weight or reps, and basically just eat a bit less or a bit more protein, and the food might taste more bland than what, the junk food that you have previously been eating. It's really boring, but it works. And like the same thing is in business, because the new stuff feels like dopamine. The boring stuff is really what actually is going to drive the needle. And I feel like that's a lesson that many of us here need, probably myself included, right? Because it's all